Hello everybody, it's me as always, your host GhostCritic, and I am back with some new trades or some new acquisitions for you guys. But before I start this video, that's not the only thing that's new. I don't know whether you can see this, but I'm actually wearing a British or an English version of the bat signal with the Batman logo or the bat symbol there with the Union Jack flag around it. It's a t-shirt that I was given as a gift yesterday from my stepdad, so I just want to give a quick shout out and a quick thanks to him, so thanks very much for that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to these new acquisitions. First two books I picked up yesterday, one from my local HMV, which I'll show you in a second, and the other one I got from my local bookstore. So first up is Siege by Brian Michael Bendis and Olivier Coipel. This is the Marvel event that was back in, this was collected in this was collected in 2010, so it's a fairly old Marvel event, but this does factor into the JMS or J. Michael Straczynski and Olivier Coipel Thor series over at Marvel. So this is kind of the repercussions of that, if you will, or similar repercussions anyway. I haven't read this yet, but I've had a flick through it, and the artwork looks absolutely fantastic from Olivier Coipel, as always. I'm really trying to get into more of Thor, so I'm going to pick up probably Matt Fraction's run, and then with the Marvel Now stuff, I might pick up the new Thor series by, I believe it's Jason Aaron on the writing and Isad Ribic on the artwork. Basically what that series is about is they're going to be telling 3 parallel stories of Thor. So we're going to have Thor from his childhood, Thor kind of as an adult, as you can see him from the cover here, I'd imagine, and then there's going to be a future storyline where Thor is the last remaining king of Asgard, I believe. That's the general impression that I got from Dark Avenger C86 or Chris over on his Dark Avenger Inc. channel. No, Dark Avenger C86 and also Dark Avenger Inc. If you haven't checked out Chris's channel, there's a few other people on there, such as his brother Mike, and there's also a lady on there whose name I've completely forgotten. I do apologise. Anyway, I'll put a link to their channel, or to their channel, so there will be a link to Dark Avenger C86 and also Dark Avenger Inc. So I'll put that in the description for you guys. So anyway, that is Siege by Brian Michael Bendis and Olivier Coipel. Next up is the new Punisher series by Greg Rucka and Marco Tichetto. I've heard really, really great things about this from the beginning, such as comicbookresources.com, IGN, GhostCritic, also James Donnelly, and a few other people as well. I believe Agent 42Q might have reviewed this at some point. I can't really remember. Anyway, I'll put a link to GhostCritic and GhostCritic and James Donnelly's channel again in the description. If you haven't checked those guys out, this is going to be kind of a shout out as well. So if you haven't checked those guys out yet, I highly recommend you do so, as they do some really, really great reviews in general. James Donnelly's, they are reasonably long. They're over an hour, but he doesn't go into much detail about the plot. He just gives like a general overview and what he likes about it, what he doesn't like about it, and he just does some really great reviews along with GhostCritic as well. So I'll put a link to their latest videos as well as their channels. So anyway, that was The Punisher by Greg Rucka and Marco Cicchetto. This one I picked up from my local bookstore yesterday. Next up we have Rick Remender and Isad Ribic and Raphael Albuquerque's Uncanny X-Force Volume 2, Deathlock Nation. So here's this. Uncanny X-Force is one of my favourite X titles that I'm reading at the moment, along with Wolverine and the X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, and Daredevil. It's probably one of the those books that I've just outlined, along with The Punisher. I haven't read it yet, but like I said, I've heard nothing but great things about it. Those books that I've just outlined are widely considered as some of the best books that Marvel are putting out at the moment. So this is Uncanny X-Force Volume 2, Deathlock Nation. And finally, we have a DC book, and that is the first in Jeff Johns' big DC event from a few years ago, and it is of course Blackest Night by Jeff Johns and Ivan Reyes. Absolutely fantastic Green Lantern series, pre the New 52 reboot. I've heard some generally mixed stuff about the Green Lantern issues up until this point under the New 52. However, I've just watched GhostCritic and minutiaminute's latest comic book reviews, and they both give the Green Lantern Annual by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver absolutely standing ovations. Again, I'll put a link to minutiaminute's channel along with GhostCritic and James Donnelly's channels as well, and also their latest videos. So if you guys haven't checked those guys out yet, then I highly recommend you do so. So like I said, this is Blackest Night by Jeff Johns and Ivan Reyes. I believe from this volume onwards, Doug Mahnke takes over the artwork, I believe. I will be picking up the rest of, well, I won't be picking up every single Blackest Night book, but I'll be picking up Blackest Night Green Lantern, Blackest Night Rise of the Black Lanterns, Blackest Night Black Lantern Corps Volume 1 and 2. Unfortunately, I haven't picked up the Green Lantern Corps tie-in books, as some of them are out of print or they're just insanely expensive. And apparently the Blackest Night Tale of the Corps, or Corps, isn't really that great of a tie-in, but I'm going to pick up probably the main titles, like I said, and then from then onwards I'm probably going to pick up a few other Green Lantern books pre the New 52, and then when the New 52 stuff does come out in trade, I will pick up the Green Lantern New 52 stuff by Jeff Johns. And I know Doug Mahnke was on the artwork for the Sinestro storyline, but I'm not sure who did the artwork for the 12 issues that we've had recently with the New 52 stuff. So I'll have to check that out. I know that, obviously, like I said, I know that Ethan Van Sciver has done the artwork for the annual that has just come out, I believe, this week. So, yeah. So like I said, this is Blackest Night by Jeff Johns and Ivan Reyes. So that concludes my my latest acquisitions, and I don't know whether you've noticed, or maybe long-time viewers maybe have, but I haven't been putting up many videos in the past few days. I've been a bit busy, and I finally managed to get myself a haircut, so my hair actually looks decent, as opposed to when it just normally looks an absolute mess. But anyway, so like I said, this has been a new acquisitions or new trade paperbacks pickups video. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to put a comment below in the comment section, tell me what you think of some of the pickups that some of the books that I picked up, by all means do so. And as always, if this is your first time here watching one of my videos, by all means, if you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button at the top of the screen. So until next time guys, this is Scambit896 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care guys.